Hey everybody, welcome to week 5 of EDUT 501. So this week the focus is on community and then planning to learn. So what does that look like in a 21st century classroom? And I hope we know because it's already here. Always makes me laugh whenever I see 21st century. So I'm going to just walk you through what you're going to do if you want to follow along in a separate tab, or just scroll as I'm talking through the week 5 list of things to do. So you're continuing on with your readings, similar threads, so that there shouldn't be anything too surprising with those readings. That video is actually a link, Let's Chat Core, 30,000 foot view, that links to the teaching channel. So it's a great introduction to reading and math if you've not done that. Moving on down the page. So we are meeting this coming Monday, that's November 14th. So inside of Blackboard, if you just click on that link, the one with the caret that says Collaborate Live Virtual Meeting, we'll meet on there. It was originally at 4:30. I have a meeting that actually just got moved to 4:45, so I'll hop on just as soon as that's over. If it's done at 4:30, I'll hop on at 4:30, 4:45, then I'll hop on at 4:45. So with that, if you can look over before we meet, kind of what this week is about, then we can spend most of our time just to talk about projects, answer some questions, and it's our chance to really kind of personalize what this next week is going to look like, as opposed to the usual Blackboard where it's just, here's the course that was given to me, I will give it to you. Right, we know that that's not effective teaching when it's a one-size-fits-all thing, which I think is timely and ironic that we're talking about Common Core and it's not supposed to be a one-size-fits-all approach. We haven't quite figured that out with online learning, and that's okay. So that's my hope with our live virtual meeting. I know we have those topics listed there, but yeah, if we can have a discussion around those, so if you're behind on the reading, now's a good chance to catch up on the reading, and my main goal with that is just to answer questions about things that have come up in this course. You also have that self-paced E-lesson. E stands for electronic. And then we have a collaborative exercise. So that collaborative exercise, you're going to see the groups are listed right below that. Again, I just went into groups and did random enroll. So I did not choose these groups. Blackboard it did based on an algorithm. You are going to design a 21st century learning activity. I will give you a suggestion for directions for like a kind of a path to go. That's so broad. I would encourage you to have students create something. So when you think about that SAMR model, right, SAMR, we have the substitution, augmentation, modification, redefinition, and there's also just no tech. So I would actually push a little bit against 21st century learning activity because there are some great ones that's, like take some post-it notes and come up with 10 questions. But I think the 21st century learning, when we refer to it by that, is like high tech. So how can we take something and make it more high tech or more Common Core-ish or more 21st century learning? All of that moves in my head from consumption more into creation. So the more your students can be creating something collaboratively, the more people look and go, wow, what a great 21st century learning activity. So I think that the opposite of that would be a good litmus test. So if students aren't creating anything where you're like, wow, that's cool, then it probably would not fit as a 21st century learning activity, if that makes sense. And then you're just going to share that Google Doc with me. You can email me that link. By far the easiest way to share anything like this when it's please share this with someone. It's going to be in Google Drive. Click that big blue share button, then go to advanced. Anyone with a link can view. Make sure it's not the domain eagles.cui because it's not my account. That complicates things. But instead of just sharing it with me, you can just make that link so that anyone, including me, can view it. Also, you if I were to log in with a different email address, which I know many instructors do and many classmates do, it allows just anyone with that link, no matter what account you happen to be logged into, the ability to view it. So that is your collaborative exercise for this week. You have your infographic due this week. Again, I would encourage you to try out Piktochart, Pikto chart, Piktochart. That of all the infographic tools I have seen has by far been my favorite. If you're looking for something that people look at and go, oh, cool, then Piktochart is where you want it to be. In fact, hang on just a sec. I don't have it over there. But the lock screen of my iPad is an infographic that Colleen, our lower school head, made. Right? Made in Piktochart. Super cool. It's my iPad lock screen. Prezi has been around for a while. It's not as fancy. Like people that don't know it go, wow, that's amazing. But if you do know it, then it's not particularly fancy or fascinating. So yeah, do whatever you want. If you look at Prezi and you're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, totally go for it. If you're not sure where to go, Piktochart would be your friend. The assignment 1, that library orientation, is officially due at the end of this week. So you guys met officially on November 7th at 7 p.m. I posted links if you missed that as an announcement of how you can do a makeup. So if you have not done that, please get on that. That's a lot of points for this course. And if you did, then you submit that screenshot at the bottom of week 5 where it says submit assignment 1. You can also find it in the far left sidebar under course items, submit assignments. So coming up in the next week, we're going to be starting the collaborative presentation on the LA Unified iPad reset. Like if you were to reboot that program, what would that look like? That's going to be coming up pretty soon. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. And yeah, we're coming up on the back half, right? We just finished the halfway point. So hang in there, and I will be seeing you guys in the discussion board and look forward to seeing your assignments.